NPA is not just an agency, but an operational agency. NPA's revenue increase when the ports are efficient and effective. And I believe that it's not just about collecting, it's not just about NPA remitting 50%, but it's about the ports, the effectiveness of the ports. So we should be more concerned about the efficiency of the ports than remittance. The ports need total rehabilitation and reconstruction. So if NPA is seeking for loan, how are they going to pay it back? I'm not, even if NPA will remit that money, they're supposed to have a consolidated account that can hold on to that so that they can use those funds to rehabilitate the port so that they can have more revenue to remit to government. To me, the most important thing today is reconstruction, because where you are remitting 50%, if the place collapses, you can't even remit 10%. So it's of top priority that we rehabilitate, reconstruct the ports, so that the revenue of NPA can increase. We visited the ports yesterday. The whole place has collapsed. I wonder how much that will be needed for this. So NPA need to go for total rehabilitation and reconstruction of the ports. And by the time they remit 50%, I wonder if they can achieve it. So I'm asking the government that the issue of 50% remittance shouldn't be for an operational agency like NPA. They need to go back to drawing board and see how these things can be resolved, how NPA should be allowed to utilize these funds of 50% and plug it back for the reconstruction of the ports, for effective revenue generation and the proper remittance to government. 100%, you need to bring the scanners. Okay? And how do you also now think of, are you supposed to buy the scanners or you outsource it? So these are things that you also need to look at. Okay? So it's not that, I'm aware that the CG Customs is also interested in the scanning issue. Everybody is tired of physical inspection because it delays clearance of goods and it reduces the revenue of both NPA and customs. So that one is a no-go area where we're all heading for that. Is it the new technology where this government, I believe, is a modern government interested in bringing in new things. So definitely I promise you that this thing will come on board. Frankly speaking, the way we do fiscal, if it's outside this country, companies will sue customs or NPA. They can sue them that look that when you did fiscal inspection that they lost some goods. So I believe that with time, from what we are doing now, is a possibility that we are going to achieve. Harbour oversight, Federal Ministry of Marine and Clear Economy. It's a possibility, because I can tell you that the ministry can compete with the oil sector. There are a lot in the sea. Only the fishery. There are some parts, there are some governments outside this country, they have just Ministry of Fishery. What you have in the sea, but the difference is that there is still a conflict between Federal Ministry of Agric and Federal Ministry of Marine and Clear Economy with regards to fishery. Okay? Federal Ministry of Agric, I believe their own fishery is actually still water. While the Federal Ministry of Marine is ocean going. But they need to separate these two so that the Marine Ministry will take immediate action on how to go about their list. The way you have blocks, you can also have blocks in the ocean in terms with regards to fishing. Okay, so I believe that is a possibility, but it's a new ministry. They are still trying to tackle with the administrative aspect, and I believe in the next less than 1 year they will take off with.
The essence of the visit is actually for them to have a spot assessment on the operations of the port, look at where there are challenges and find solutions to it. They have visited the port and chairman's assessment is actually spot on. There are so many difficulties in terms of access roads to the ports, both Tinkan and Apapa. And on the way to Lekki, there was also an issue. I think one lane of the road has been closed down. So getting to Lekki is really quite difficult, and they have to turn back. So access roads are of importance, national importance, and the chairman has promised to take it up with relevant committees of the House of Reps. On our own, working with the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, we've been in touch with the Federal Ministry of Ports and Housing. They've actually sent in engineers to scope some of these roads. But what is important is that these roads, the cost should be in the budget, and then an emergency should probably be declared in terms of the construction of the access roads. No matter how efficient the ports are, if the means of evacuation is not good, it will not bring efficiency. For Lekki, we have encouraged them to use barges to reduce pressure on the road, and I believe they are doing that. The chairman has commented on the issue of restriction and limitations to the expenditure of 50%. As he rightly has pointed out, the Nigerian Ports Authority is an operational organization, and there might be need to review that as it relates to NPA. We are working with the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, who is in touch with the Federal Minister of Finance for us to find a solution to that. And I believe that the government will listen. The Nigerian Ports Authority needs to spend money in order to be able to generate revenue. There are some expenditures that are tied to revenues, and if you don't spend that money, efficiency will be affected and the revenue itself will be affected. There are issues we have discussed with the chairman, and I appreciate his intent and commitment to also raise those issues with the relevant committees in order to ensure that we have a more efficient and competitive port environment that will be able to help us achieve that dream of turning our ports into hubs, maritime hub in West and other parts of Africa. So, Chairman, thank you so much for coming, and we look forward to more collaborative